be perfect for a warm-up.
What the hell? What kind of knee pads are those?
Right here. Head. We're all warmed up.
Yeah, there's no way knee pads like those can be comfortable to wear. Excuse me. I gotta stop eating so much cereal in the morning. I should just stick to one bowl a day. Which reminds me, I need to go. I need to go to the store and buy some milk.
Kneel before me when in my presence.
For someone whose martial art is pancration, he needs more wrestling moves. And a command grab. It's so stupid how when you go to the, what was it, fighting chance thing to try and get new costumes, like the nostalgia costume for Bison and Vega, they won't let you just buy the dang costume. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Give me the fucking costume. Come on. That's why I freaking hate fighting champs. Especially when it comes to costumes, they won't let you just buy the dang costumes on lock though. And I missed my chance to get the costume for, what's his name? For Vega. Because they do this thing on a stupid time limit. My goodness, let me have the costume. Oh, fuck this. Fucking Capcom. I need to get your shit together, man. Well, at least I get the chance to finally try Sagat.
Dare you challenge the king?
Actually, before I even get to any of that, I want to see if I can actually buy his costume. Urian, Wesker, nope, don't want that. The Jill costume looks cool on Cammy, but don't want it. Let's see how much this costs. $3.99 for a costume. Better be worth it. Oh, dang, the weather outside is changing rapidly. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have enough to buy the story costume for Sagat. Hopefully.
Dare you challenge the king? I'll bite you down to the bone!
I have no idea what he said. Don't play Birdie too often in this game. Used to play him way more often in Alpha 3. But then again, I liked his moveset much more in that game. Well, like the moves in general, like how to execute them, 360 and the charge motion, they made his moveset much more simpler in execution in this game. See, with his command grabs being just half circle and no charge motion attack.
Desk work just isn't my...
Got it! No way! I'll turn you! The big one! No way! No!
Another fight is coming your way.
How it be like, dude? What kind of secret alien language are you trying to speak? Ah, dang it. remember there was a time back when I was a kid where I didn't mind mirror matches all that much, whereas now they're not as fun. There's no way that should have stopped my EX Tiger Beam. Wow.
Not yet. I'm not done.
Simple. I'm just still trying to figure out what the heck you're trying to say by how it be like dude. Woo! Goes right through the projectile. My first match with Sagat and I win. I felt like I was jumping in too much. $50 fight money. I should get way more fight money just for winning matches like these. Oh, well, I'm fine. Good to see you around, Flip. Darn. I wonder if he plays and... I wonder if this guy plays Sagat all that often. The fact that he was constantly trying to go for that Tiger Charge or that Angry Scar, whatever. Wow, I kept hitting all the projectiles. Well, would have been if for some reason the application didn't just cut out on me. I'm gonna try streaming it again later this day. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, you saw it hit him, but then suddenly the game cuts and it shows him blocking it. Fuck! Don't know for how long though. What I need to do is get that that year-long warranty, or not warranty, membership. That's like 60 ducks. I would say 60 ducks. Like $60. And it's like getting the money for it is not the problem. The problem is that the closest game store to me doesn't have any. But I guess that's a consequence of shopping at a place like Game Trader. They may have some stuff a bit cheaper, but sometimes it is much better to travel out to the Arden area so I can go to the GameStop there, get everything I need.
Not yet. I'm not done.
He can enhance for Worm Ping. Yeah, the problem is that all the stores with all the good stuff is not within a short walking distance. It's like I'd either have to take the bus to get there sooner, or I could, there is a Walmart near where I live, or in the same close to where I live, but it would be like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. A gas station? What the fuck? Ain't no gas stations near where I live that have that. Then again, that's probably because you live in Canada, and I always hear about all the good stuff they got in Canada. This guy's got some real deceptive play style for this guy. Like one moment he plays, I'm trying to back up. One moment he's playing like an amateur, next thing he's playing very well. I like to see them have Aiden in this game. Sure, Aiden's annoying as a character, but his style's fun. But that was fun. But I'm gonna see if I can I'm gonna create a battle lounge. Actually, let me change up the stage. Hey, where's my JoJo stage at? Oh, here it is. I think I'll try another set with Sagat. Hoping next season they add some more Street Fighter 3 characters like Oro and Remy. I really want Sean to be in this game as a playable character. Like, he's in the story mode, but well, that wasn't too long. Like, he's in the story mode, but I would rather have him in the game as a playable character. Like, he doesn't have to have the same moveset. Oh, he doesn't have to play the same he did at all in Street Fighter 3. Just put him in the dang game. People are like, oh, he can't be in the game because this takes place before Street Fighter 3, before he began training with Ken. I'm like, I don't give a damn, just put him in the game. They really made Guile so difficult to play against. Even when you're playing as another zoner. Man, get the fuck out of here with that subscribe to me, I subscribe to you bullshit. I don't do that. Man, it's a good thing these are just player matches. I think to get hair like Guile's, you'd have to use some very unnatural hair gel. Like, there's no way it could be just from the way he combs it. Man, this guy's defense is too good. Yes! At least I got one round. I really need to change the gut stance. It looks so much better in Street Fighter 4. Even in SBC Chaos it looks better. Aw, dang, did it... Ain't this a bitch. That sucks. I remember there was a YouTuber, I cannot remember the guy's name. It's a YouTuber I'm subscribed to. I remember watching him during his live streams or any of his videos, and he had it to where it will find an opponent for him, but as soon as it finds an opponent, it gives him the option of whether he wants to fight them or not. Time for a little Mickey. I wonder how close I am to leveling up with any of these characters. Oh, ranked match. Good thing I switched my character. Wow, the weather outside is really changing a whole lot. First it was all cloudy, now it's clear outside. Well, still pretty cloudy, but man, wind's blowing a little crazy outside. It's always during the winter that we get some of the craziest weather patterns. As much as I like make Zangief, I just don't like how those wings are part of his default costume. Gotta press the buttons to get the Easter egg, which is basically just him without the wings.
This is the path of my destiny.
My iron body is invincible, so beware!
Is this guy not moving? Well, his loss.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's or she, they are actually not playing for some reason. Okay, now they are. I wonder what that was all about.
Muscle power volume!
It's a very difficult fight.
There they go, just standing there again. Maybe not play online if you're constantly getting distracted by something. Wow, just threw me out of my EX delayed grab. Wish there could be more fight money every time you win a ranked match. I wonder if I want to get any hate mail for attacking them while they were just standing there. I don't like how when they nerfed Zangief's crouching light punch, and they decided to make it you can no longer combo into, well, not combo into, so you can string at least 2 or 3 crouching light punches together, but they decided, oh, that's too OP for Zangief, you gotta take that away from him. Fuck. One thing that would be cool to have for the Meki costume is where like little jets of fire shoot out whenever he performs any grab or just jumps into the air. Get out of here, man. Now that's what I call a read. Snaggy. Get your words all mixed up. Hey, flip.
This would be perfect for a warm-up.
You know what amazes me and how in a game like Street Fighter 5 you would spend so much time, or not people in general, but well, at least I and I think a few other YouTubers I see would spend so much time practicing combos online. Well, not online, but in practice mode. Then comes the time when they play online and almost all the combos they try to do, they can't get none of them down. Then again, Street Fighter was never really meant to be a combo-heavy game. It's not the same with games like the older games like Killer Instinct that have been all about combos, or Marvel vs. Capcom. You can't exactly complain about combos with a character like Zangief because you know he's not really meant for combos. Ooh, Balrog. Thought I selected an alternate color. Damn! It's like my defense is just gone. Ah, damn. I was kind of hoping that I would somehow be able to parry hit that super. But I guess his B trigger parry doesn't work on supers.
Right here, head. Yeah. Beat it.
Dang, is this Tight Slug in disguise?
Head. Right here.
It still bugs me how sometimes a simple jab or a simple light medium attack can beat a command grab like Alex's.
Right here, front.
Yes, come back.
What the hell?
Now, as far as the aesthetics you can buy and add to the background for your dojo, I wish they'd give you more options to make your dojo look even more unique. Heck, instead of a dojo, I would have mine look more like a wrestling ring, or like a mixed martial arts sort of ring. And by mixed martial arts, I don't mean like what you see in stuff like UFC or Bellator where they have the octagon, but more like what they have in, well, I don't know about Risen, but in Pride FC where they have those typical square rings. That's how I would have it. I knew he was gonna do that.
You annoying bastard!
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Have people come in, train, and beat the crap out of each other while throwing sandwiches. Oh, come on! Alex's EX grab should definitely have some invincibility frames.
God.
Why do game developers hate grapplers so much? To the point where they make it where every fight is almost one-sided. Like seriously, the only game that I can think of where playing as a grappler isn't difficult and getting in on the opponent isn't difficult either is Dragon Ball FighterZ. Both with Broly and Android 16. I mean, with how fast-paced that game is and how everyone can just dash in. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And what is the point of having an EX throw too if it just gets beat out by everything? I like it better when grapplers like Zangief used to have. I remember his spinning power driver used to be like a one-frame grab. Whereas basically, if you're not out of range or in the air when he does his SPD, you're gonna get grabbed. That used to be the case for a lot of grapplers back in, like before Street Fighter 4, or even during the time of Street Fighter 4 when it was at its most popular.
Looks like
Zangief had a one-frame command grab.
Right here.
But now they made it where in Street Fighter 5, everyone's command grab can get beat, even the fastest ones. It's like literally the only one-frame grab that's in this game is Zangief's Super. Are you kidding me? Dang, good game. Now, I still remember one guy where he always hates it whenever I play against him using grapplers, and he will whine like a little bitch about how grapplers are so cheap or overpowered. And I'm like, grapplers overpowered? I don't know what world you come from. And it's funny how he was talking about the characters that I play as being so cheap. And this was it was in someone brought their Blaze Blue cross tag battle over to the school I was going to, over to Tech City. And while we was playing, I had a team of two. There's like 3 grapplers in that game, and I was playing as 2 of them, Iron Tiger and Waldstein. And I was playing against this guy, and I managed to beat him every time. But he decided to make a big deal about it, saying how he can't stand grapplers, how they're so cheap.
Totally make this look cool.
Then goes and picks a character who's not even a zoner. He picks Yang, who's not a zoner but has a projectile, and then starts spamming it.
Hey, I was waiting for you.
I'm like, how the hell are you gonna be a hypocrite about it and start spamming a projectile like that? And you over here talk about me spamming grabs or playing as cheap characters.
The motto is effort.
Oh, shut up. Exactly. So that's why hearing people talk about how they have trouble against a character like Zangief in this game, I think to myself, I'm like, how the heck does that happen?
Take
Well, one thing's for certain, I really like to save up my money so I can. What's the name of that toy line that makes a few Street Fighter toys? Storm Collectibles. I want to save up my money so I can order one online. Cause yeah, Storm Collectibles, they're like that kind of company whose toys you can't find anywhere in a toy store. You have to order it directly online, which is a bit of a hassle for me sometimes. So I think after this match I'm going to try Rainbow Mika online.
My iron body is invincible, so beware!
I'm president of the world.
Hip Hop Hokage. I just know this guy's name. That's funny. Now I'm no G-man, but even I know that is too much startup time for something that just simply charges up your special moves. Kind of like with Sagat's Angry Star. Way too much startup time.
Not my day.
Also, I remember earlier when I was talking about how a lot of game developers seem to hate their grapplers. It especially seems that way with Capcom. Especially when they did that one update, there was a balance patch where they added a huge nerf to not just Zangief, but command grabs in general. Adding, I think it was 13 to 18 frames of recovery. And I'm like, why? Command grabs in this game already have so much recovery, especially Zangief and Rainbow Mika. They suffer the worst from recovery. What the heck would they need more recovery for? Not to mention when they gave Zangief that counter move that only counters horizontal kicks. Cause
Not my day.
I think it was sometime. I'm trying to remember when exactly I got the Street Fighter V game. I think it was before season 2 came out. But I just remember people were saying how often Zangief was at his best in season 2 and that they seriously nerfed him afterwards. Like as if with each new update they just make him and Alex worse than they already are. Wow, that is not what I wanted. Damn that damage!
Not my day. Control.
You can only get that with a EX bar and V2.
This is true power to the earth! Light it up. I have the power of life! So does this pose me? Let's go! Nightmare vortex! Not my day! Is outrageous!
Use the beast skill 10 times. Only 55 money. That is ridiculous. Had to go train with Rainbow Mika. Yeah, between Rainbow Mika and Zangief, I don't know who's got it worse as far as recovery whenever they miss a command grab. But there's this YouTuber I watch who also occasionally plays at tournaments called El Chacote. Dude, not only is he very good El Friete playing Street Fighter 4, but he's very good with Rainbow Mika and Street Fighter 5.
Cool.
And I like some of the mods he adds to her. Like all those different modded costumes. Especially that Captain Marvel mod. And I said, man, if they ever make a Marvel vs. Capcom with Rainbow Mika in it, they should give her that as an alternate costume. Solar Abraham Lincoln. Hey, now my fault this guy wants to go dressing up like dead presidents and pretend to be something he's not. Besides, I don't think all the other presidents or rulers around the world, especially the United Nations, would be happy with the idea of someone like him trying to be the single president. Now, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about Rainbow Mika and El Chacote. He's very good with Mika. In fact, I think it was because of him that I decided to get back to maining Mika again. So weird how Rainbow Mika is one of the few characters in Street Fighter V who I think going into Season 3 with the extra V triggers added, like she's one of the few whose V2 is just as good if not better than her V1. Not to mention both of them are very versatile. Maximum, you say? I don't know. I mean, they say you can only put so much faith or trust into someone with so much power. Well, I don't know who they is, but I know that's how I say it. But anyways, Rainbow Mika, it's like what I like about the versatility of her heat triggers. Like they're mainly meant for setups to either help her with getting in on the opponent or landing her command grabs. But they can also be used for combos. But yeah, they're mainly for setups. Oh my goodness! No EX for you.
Do it, Tedesco! I got it way too close there.
You know, the funny thing is, that's exactly what people said here in the United States about Trump becoming president. Stop grabbing me! I never was that good at playing against Blanca, CPU, or actual players. There's only so much you can do against someone who's meant to be entirely unpredictable. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, I don't like fighting Blanca. What I don't like is how her tag team partner Nadeshiko is a regular part of Mika's moveset, from her V trigger to her supers and her EX command grabs, but yet appears nowhere in Mika's character story or anywhere in the general story. Like, she just appears as part of her moveset and that's it. I'm like, why would you do that to her? Nadeshiko may not be a playable character in the series, but at least give Mika's tag team partner more respect than that. Like, people just see Mika summoning her partner Nadeshiko coming in, they're just like, oh, just a random wrestler coming out of nowhere. I'm fine with that. Hopefully Capcom can learn from their mistakes with Street Fighter V and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite as far as making a cinematic story for a video game, and do much better the next time they try to do something like that. I don't know, I didn't...
You blight my vision! See ya!
That ain't a bad idea. I usually do a lot better when playing as Zenki. Then again, I'm usually more cautious with Zenki.
Whoa there!
See, that is too much recovery for anyone.
I got it! And... I got it! And...
Amazing how that little hop she does with her head. It's quite an effective anti-air, as opposed to her anti-air grab. Crouching medium punch. Dang!
You blight my vision.
Starting to remember now, with people playing Akuma, those wake up EX Shoryukens. Well, that shows in general. Oh, wrong one. Man, I hate Minot. Well, I hate playing against her. Now, I wonder how the hell it is Rainbow Maker can put on that costume. Like, nothing wrong with it other than just, it doesn't look like it'd be something easy to put on. Like, at all. It's more like a whole bunch of strings or wraps put together within an actual costume.
Do you believe in fate?
Kind of like what Minot's wearing. Only Minot's wearing actual wraps. seal as part of a costume? I'd have to see that in person. Catch. Oh, apparently the catch is Canadian. The lag is real. I gotta save my meter. But that's got some weird kicks. Like the amount of flexibility you would have to do the kind of kick that she does. It's almost like Safina from Tekken. Like you're more likely to break yourself trying to do some of those kicks than you are to hit your opponent. I wonder how that would work out. That would really depend on the characters from the game, and I guess also depending on the style that those real martial artists do. Well, that sounds real embarrassing. Just give me some grappling gloves, some shorts, and some knee pads. And people ask me who or what I'm supposed to be. I'll be all like, "Oh, I'm Craig Martin from Tekken." But you're just wearing shorts and gloves and some knee pads. I'll be like, "Exactly. That's all he wears."
Let me zap you.
I don't want that color.
Let me zap you.
Hey, I was waiting for you.
Now squeeze it. Zap, zap.
I think a majority of the fights I've done so far were just player matches.
Come on!
I still say she needs more command grabs. And honestly, she's more annoying, if anything. Oh, another ranked match. Yeah, I think so far I only did one ranked set. But, I was really looking forward to getting the game so I could play as characters like Mika and Laura. And if anything, they turn out more annoying than anything. especially Rainbow Mika. I'm like, for some reason, she just kept being so openly hostile towards Ibuki. And it's like Ibuki would just mind her own business and not do anything, and Rainbow Mika would just come along and just harass her almost every time they're on screen, or try to start some unnecessary conflict. Not to mention how she's even more of a kiss-ass towards Zangief in Street Fighter V than she was in Alpha 3. Despite knowing Zangief so well by the time of Street Fighter V.
I'll fight this battle. Why?
Hey, is this the same guy I first played against online where they just stood there and did absolutely nothing?
Pardon me. Please leave now. Why don't you fly? Pardon me. Please leave now. This is true power.
Yeah, those fangirl fanboy types tend to be very annoying. In fiction or in real life.
Yes. Pardon me. Please leave now. Power to the earth! Light it up. I have the power of light.
Sonic Hurricane!
Dang! Does not have the range it should have. That was close.
Not my day!
You've got nice moves.
Funny how I complain about zonas and charge motion characters, but I tend to do so well with them sometimes.
Impact! Power to the earth! Light it up. I have the power of fire. It's always a pleasure.
Man, to me, G is a lot like Ed. Both moveset and, well, not even moveset wise, but let's see, Ed has a cool moveset, but his design and his character and everything I find to be like his character design, or his default costume at least, could have been much better. That alternate costume with the hoodie looks pretty cool. Hey, Christopher. So yeah, his default costume could have been much better, but definitely his character in general I find to be annoying. And it's the same way with G. Like, I understand for a character like G, they try to make him a bit, like, he's supposed to come off as mysterious, and that kind of character you can't tell if they're one of the good guys or bad guys, but he's just very annoying.
Don't you down! lead now. And now, one shot.
Somersault! Sonic boom!
What can you do? One more. Can you do? Power to the earth. Light it up. I have the power of God.
I'm their touch! Somersault!
Can you do this?
Well, that could have been much better.
Dare you challenge the king? Dare you challenge the king?
Now, if I was a character in a fighting game, be it a more martial arts oriented fighting game, like, I don't know if I would say Street Fighter, but definitely a game like Dead or Alive or Virtua Fighter, I think like my default costume would be kind of like what I'm wearing now, where would it be like black jeans or some kind of long pants and long sleeve red shirt. That's like my favorite type of clothes to wear. Long sleeve pants and shirts. I don't like wearing shorts, honestly. Even when exercising or when sparring with other people, I prefer to wear long pants.
For those who I wish to protect, I will fight you.
Oh, happy birthday! Well, happy late birthday,
Your words
Chris.
are not needed.
You know, that Jill Valentine costume doesn't look too bad on Caddy. Darn it. The number of times I left myself open, they didn't punish is amazing.
Break you apart!
Oh, friends are skipping. I would have preferred to give him a better V skill, or at least speed this one up. Curses! I gotta pay attention to my B trigger bars.
Let's see you beat them!
Fuck!
Try hands with this!
Oh, I hate when matches skip frames like that. Cammy's got some weird stances. Ah, I figured I wasn't gonna win anyway. It's been an hour. I should probably take my restroom break right now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. First switch this. Amazing how I complain about grapplers having it so bad in fighting games, yet I managed to do so well with them regardless. It's like a lot of games these days, they have a lot of trouble balancing grapplers and thus making them bad in most games, yet they have no problem with balancing zoners, sometimes making them seemingly overpowered.
Cyclone!
And all the rushdown types always end up somewhere in the middle. Like I said, the only kind of game where it seems like the opposite, where it's hard, where it seems hard to zone but easy to rush down opponents and playing grapplers, is in Dragon Ball FighterZ. That's like why some people describe Android 16 as a grappler done wrong. Grapple juice. That just sounds weird, but it's funny. Well, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break and I shall be back as soon as possible. Freaking. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna. Oh shit! Almost spilled my drink. I think I'm gonna join a battle lounge. Or better yet, I'm gonna make my own. Welcome back. Did I go somewhere? Shut up, Flip. I know where I went. Alright, let's see how long this takes. An Akuma player. Now, if I remember, I think it was one time I tried to go into the chat setting and it ended a live stream that I was doing. I think it was something like that that happened. It was either there or when I tried to invite someone. So stupid how this is like one of those kind of stages you can only get on a limited time. I'm like, wait a minute, why can't I just select that stage whenever or buy that stage whenever I want?
Cyclone! You will feel my wrath.
You know, there's a joke regarding Akuma's hair that makes it look like the sun. There's a joke in there somewhere, I just cannot find it. The Ohatsu Shoten. Where does he get all these names for all his attacks, especially those extremely long names?
My iron...
Yeah, but I feel like the whole lion joke has been done so many times. Right, that'd be a bit too obvious. Although then again, sometimes it's the most obvious jokes that are the funniest ones. I know, right? Akuma always looks pissed off. Whoa, Lord. That was weird. Stop that. One thing that would be nice is if he gets hit while his V trigger is active and you hit him while he's doing his V skill, with the V trigger active, he gains more V meter. Kind of like Alex when you land a parry with his V trigger or V1. Dang it, that's not what I wanted. It's amazing how I'm able to do so well against zoners like Akuma when playing a character like Zangief, despite how often I would complain about how bad grapplers are in fighting games. Kind of like how when I play against Sub-Zero or Black Manta in Injustice 2, and I manage to do my best every time when playing as Bane. Dang! Recovery. I think in Injustice 1, Bane was considered or regarded by many as the worst character. Whereas in Injustice 2, they really improved him, but I'd say Swamp Thing is the worst. Even though I regard him as being very fun. Okay, now I know full well that crap should have worked. Dang, Frank's skipping around. Also, if I remember, I think I remember Zangief's running bear grab used to have armor. I believe it used to. Even outside of the EX version. And the EX version just gave it more damage and more armor. Oh, a couple of people have joined the room, but then they left. No wonder the frames keep skipping. This person's only 3 bars. I know, right? It's like ever since he beat Batman. Oh man, he's. I don't know how exactly to describe it. I remember when he was in, what was that film with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze? I think it was called Batman and Robin. And people complain about Mr. Freeze, but they did Bane so dirty in that film. It's like the portrayal of all the characters just seemed bad. But I'd say Bane, yeah, Bane and Mr. Freeze. No, mostly Bane got it the worst. As with Mr. Freeze, if Mr. Freeze didn't do all those ridiculous ice puns, then I think it would have been much better for him. A back credit card and fat nipples. Yeah, I'd say the look is the only thing that they got that was pretty close to the comics. Maybe not as tall or as big, but big enough as far as when you try to get a human to play a character like Bane. Dang it, I wanted to activate her trigger. Wow, that was over quick. Your naivety is simple, laughable. Simple, laughable. And that person left. Wow, 2 bars. Okay, I thought I had it set to where I wanted to make sure I want people to have at least 3 bars to join the lounge. I know I had that in the settings. I should check that. Because for me, I want to be able to play against people without all the frames skipping around or freezing so much. So that's why usually I prefer 3 bars or higher. Oh dang, I forgot about that wrestling costume. That gladiator costume Zangief has. Probably should have bought that since I play Zangief more. Yeah, I want to do that, but that probably won't be until next week when I can head up to the store and get that year-long PlayStation card. What do they call it? PlayStation Plus. Because if I remember, your time is about like I think an hour ahead of mine. So that case, it probably won't be until after Wednesday next week. Yeah, that works for me. I'll definitely keep you posted. One thing I actually just noticed is how even when, you know, a lot of people often, wait a minute, 12:30 p.m. here now. Yeah, it's like 11:30 here. Yeah, so your time is usually an hour ahead of mine. But most YouTubers I see, whether they're streaming or recording footage, they always talk about how they don't have as much time to either play video games at all or just to play games with other people. Like they say they don't have much time for that because they're busy working their jobs. And yet the jobs I work, with the hours that I get, I always manage to have time to play video games, or not just video games, but I always have a lot of free time afterwards. And that person just left the room. And I think that's mainly because I usually work part-time. Of course, there was one job I had where I was working full-time, but even then, I'd still have plenty of time throughout the day to myself. But because usually during my free time, I don't really go a lot of places. It's like I usually save that for the weekend. Boy, Black Ops 4? Oh yeah, I forgot they made a Black Ops 4. I remember the last time I tried to stream a Call of Duty game, I think it was Black Ops 3. And I remember it was that live stream that I ended up just quitting and I told myself I was never going to play that game again. Wait, Blackout? Is that like a separate game, or did you mean Black Ops? Haven't played Necalli in a while.
You will feel my wrath.
Oh, Black Ops, there it is. It was released on October 12th of this year. Oh, Blackout is the Battle Royale mode of Black Ops 4. Speaking of Battle Royale, I heard they're going to have that as an extra mode for Red Dead Redemption Online. You know, one little expansion pack I look forward to seeing for Red Dead 2 is hopefully a Red Dead Redemption 2 Undead Nightmare. Because I never got to play any of the Red Dead games from Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2 or the very first one, Red Dead Revolver. But I remember I can't remember how long it was after Red Dead 1 they released Undead Nightmare. But I remember just seeing it and it just looked so fun. Oh, that cross-up. Now, Carly may have a command grab, but you can't play him like a grappler. I remember Maximilian dude compared Carly to a character like Abel, who's like Abel's a grappler, but not a pure grappler, as in he doesn't rely on his grab that much. Ah, I did not want that. Damn. One in anti-air. Isn't it weird how we do that? We laugh like a stereotypical supervillain just because we did something like defeating a whole entire team or accomplished something in a game or whatever the case may be. So weird how we're so quick to do that. He may have the power of the Sasui no Hana, but I have the power of whatever the heck it is Nikali has. Ah! Oh, the combos! Oh, the whip. Good thing these aren't ranked matches. Wait, I'm looking up Black Ops 4, and you mean to tell me there's actually no story campaign or anything like that? Honestly, it's the campaign modes that are the reason why I haven't bothered playing Call of Duty games, like World at War.
I'll show no mercy. My wrath.
Honestly, I think that's stupid. Like, I don't like the idea of a Call of Duty game without a good campaign mode. Like, it may have zombies and a great online, but if there's no campaign mode, then no thanks. Just not for me. I don't know why, but for some reason it's like you can't really play the whole zoning game with Nash like you can with Guile. Well, they are two completely different characters with similar movesets, but oh, it's quarter circle back twice, not forward twice.
It can't be over!
Oh, excuse me. It's amazing how I find time between my breaks during my live stream to go brush my teeth. I can still take that cereal I ate. Speaking of which, I need more milk. Oh my goodness, what are combos!
It can't be over!
Man, a lot of people are so quick to enter, then leave the room. A bunch of cowards.
Beyond the battle! My wrath. Hadouken! Hadouken!
What the? Yeah, skipping frames again. What was that?
You blight my vision.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
How is it that against Kuma players I always manage to do better with Zangief, despite the fact that Zangief has no projectile, is super slow, and all the other typical stuff that makes the grapple look bad. That's kind of like the same thing when playing as Bane against Sub-Zero. So weird how that works. Ah! Maybe I should not try to go for super.
Perfect for a warm-up.
Alex's battle costume, which basically is supposed to be an MMA outfit, would have been so much better if they just remove. I'd say remove the shirt and the hat, and it'd be good. At least make that an option to remove the shirt and the hat. And give him better shorts. I keep forgetting that can be blocked low. Ah, you bitch. Haha! Oh, so close. Close, but no cigar.
Right here.
Oh, what are invisibility frames? I don't think he's going to pick that second V trigger anytime soon. Unless he actually has been, I'm just not paying attention. Wow, I am doing terrible. Wow, a jumping light attack beat my V trigger. I was supposed to have way more armor than that. probably would have had an easier time if Alex's head crush wasn't a charged motion attack.
This would be perfect for a
Dare you
warm-up.
challenge the key?
Oh wow, picked a different character.
Yeah! Elbow! I got it! Right uppercut! Now! Right in front! Right in front! Right in front! Hey! Hey! Yeah! Catch! Hey! Catch! Tiger uppercut! Finale! You can't escape!
Wow, that's all the damage I did.
Slice you up! Get off! Take that!
The stage and this is, you know, the stage theme and the music for the stage is ridiculous. And not in a good way. Fuck! But I guess like there's only so much you can accomplish when the lyrics for the stage theme is only 3 words. Why is the range for his V2 so bad?
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
The motto is effort, guts, and spirit! I'll totally make this look cool!
Hadouken!
Wow, that was awesome.
Are you...
I gotta do more empty jumps. Alright, good results. Alright, the dish toe. Ah, cross-ups.
Good.
Ah, and I wasted that. Damn, I wanted to activate her B trigger, but the game won't let me. That's some bullshit. Well, at least I did a lot better than the last few matches. Oh right, I won the first match. I just remembered that. I keep forgetting about that damn counter. Sheesh, I've been at this for over 2 hours. I was probably going for a walk before the weather gets any crazier. That moment when you just need one good hit, but they still manage to beat you to it.
This would be perfect for a walk.
Dang it. You know, as someone who, as a wrestler myself, or yeah, I do wrestling. It's like my grappling, it's more like, I'd say 95% wrestling, 5% judo. And as a wrestler myself, it sometimes disappoints me how when people bring up wrestling, almost every time they keep bringing up professional wrestling. Or that scripted stuff. Or as I used to call it, fake wrestling. Of course, some people try to argue it saying that it's not fake, it's scripted. And I'm like, yeah, therefore, it's not people actually wrestling, it's just theatrics. Well, the main theme is wrestling, and honestly, I feel like there's hardly any wrestling anymore in professional wrestling. Like, they just add more and more stuff to it, and they add all these crazy stories. It's like, there's just way more talking, way more drama and stuff going on than the actual matches. Which, to me, takes the fun out of it. But nowadays in pro wrestling, especially here in America, they rather focus on everything that happens outside the ring than the matches that goes on inside the ring. And also, one thing I found interesting to read about was learning that pro wrestling was once a legitimate sport. Back in like the early or to mid 1900s, or even before that, there was times where they referred to it as professional wrestling, and it was legit actual wrestling, not that scripted stuff that it became today. I'm like, talk about a fall from grace.
You can't escape!
I should be allowed to do a dash after performing a parry. Yeah, you don't see it on TV anymore. Now usually the kind of wrestling you see on TV is either in combat sports like MMA or usually Greco-Roman or freestyle wrestling. There's like so many other forms of wrestling, what they call, not collegiate wrestling or college wrestling. I'm trying to remember what, oh yeah, folk style wrestling. Kind of like this form of folk wrestling known as Senegalese wrestling that they have in Senegal, in Africa. I believe it's on the west side. I think Senegal is on the west or south side of Africa, if I'm correct. And they got their form of wrestling, and it's actually, it looks very fun. I told myself if I ever went to Senegal, I would definitely try it. But definitely my favorite form of wrestling would have to be catch wrestling. It's got everything that freestyle has plus more. Which makes sense because freestyle wrestling pays for catch wrestling.
You can't escape!
It's like catch wrestling, but a little more restricted and more rules and whatnot.
Power bomb!
I usually don't do this well when playing as Alex, even against the Cammy main.
Looks like you could use more training.
Yes! Suplex for the win. That's like one of my favorite grappling moves is the suplex. You know, there's actually a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school that's right across the street from the college I usually go to. And I remember going there sometime earlier this week, thinking about actually taking up classes there. But let's see, I don't hate Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but considering how most schools rely so much on using the gi as opposed to stuff that I would consider more practical as far as training without the gi. So that's usually why I prefer wrestling. I want to see this. Alright, it's charging. It's like almost everything you can do in wrestling, you can do regardless of the clothes you're wearing. As long as the clothes you're wearing isn't something that gets too much in the way. Whereas in Jiu-Jitsu or Judo or even Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there's like so many different moves they have that rely so heavily on the gi. Which is irritating, knowing full well that stuff. Oh, a lot of martial arts nowadays try to be so heavily focused on sports rather than self-defense. Because I remember that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school, every time I went by there, I think it's like I think it was only like arm locks I saw them practicing. I never saw them practicing waist locks, headlocks, or even leg locks. Matter of fact, a lot of places I looked up online claim how jiu-jitsu in any form tends to look down on leg locks or leg holds. Same thing with judo. And that's why usually in Olympic judo, at least I don't know about Olympic judo all over the world, especially in Japan. But I do know here in America, they made I think it's like at some point leg locks were allowed, but they took those away. And I just said, man, you might as well not let anyone do anything in judo, since they keep adding so many restrictions as to what you can and can't do. That's probably the reason why almost every time I keep saying that I prefer wrestling. Oh right, I gotta paused. It's almost like every Akuma player I come across plays almost exactly the same. So much so that whenever I play against an Akuma main, I can't tell if it's the same one I played before or not. Dang it! Oh, come on, he was totally in range for that grab to work. Wow, I had the opportunity and I hit the wrong dang buttons.
Looks like you...
Finale! You can't escape! I'll show you! No use! Catch!
What was... Nah, so much for that armor.
Insect!
Power bomb! Yeah! You're too husky!
What the heck? Anti-airs. Gotta love them when they work. All these ridiculous combos Akuma has. Ain't that a bitch? Man, let me win at least one. Well, I did win the last match against Cammy with Alex. There is that at least. Ah, man. Alright, see you later, Flip. What? Wrong button. Oh, not this guy. Pretty sure this is the same Nash that beat me before when I was playing Zenju.
It get me over!
Looks like you could use more training.
You can't escape!
Dang, I was so close.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, that's real disappointing. I really need to start doing that at the beginning of the match.
I suggest you stay down.
Man, fuck this. Well, this is real depressing. Probably do at least 2 more sets. One with Alex, then the next one with Zangief, and that will be it.
Dare you challenge the king?
Go beyond the battle!
There is no victory without daily training. Let's see you beat. Try hands like this. Counter. Tiger uppercut. Counter. Tiger. Let's see you beat this.
So far, it's mostly just casual matches, only a few ranked. Must not be a lot of people playing ranked right now. A Falk player, eh? I don't know, but for some reason I took one look at Falk's costume in that color she has on. Made me think of those employees from In-N-Out Burger. I just realized there are no In-N-Out Burgers close to where I live. I think there's one somewhere near the Arden Mall out in the Arden area. Maybe next time I go out by there, I'll probably get a chance to check.
Looks like
The way she screams during her KO animation is weird.
Right here. Head. Yeah. Finale. You can't escape.
Your style reeks of desperation. That doesn't make for a very fun fight. Dang, Alex, you savage, man. What the heck? You saw how she was gonna get hit by that, and suddenly the frame just skips. So, I think it happens in other fighting games I play, but it's mainly in this one. Wow, grabbed me out of my throw. He's supposed to have armor during his EX elbow slash. And that's supposed to be unblockable. Oh my goodness. Sheesh, how did they go from playing so terribly the first match, but then suddenly they're too difficult to handle? Man! Why is it I want to do his EX elbow slash? Suddenly the armor's just gone. He's supposed to have armor during the move until when he throws out the actual slash. this bitch. Oh, man.
Cyclone!
Try him with this! Colonel! Try him with this! Colonel! Let's see you beat this! Try him with this! Try him with this! Colonel! Tiger uppercut! Tiger uppercut!
Another fight has come your way.
Dang, but not players. Well, I was able to beat the last one with Rainbow Miko. Let's see how this goes. And I think most likely, depending on how this one goes, this one may very well be the last set.
Have you considered your destiny? Do you believe in fate?
Damn, she's hot.
My iron body is invincible, so beware!
Portfolio!
God, I actually combo. That is interesting. Well, that was fun, but that's going to be the last match for this stream. And thanks to all for tuning in. I'm going to go out for a walk and... I don't know, at some point later today, I'm going to stream Injustice 2. Hopefully the dang game won't cut off on me like it did last time. But, yeah, that's the end of that. See y'all later. Oh, that's not what I wanted.